It really doesn't matter what you think. All right? And it really doesn't matter what you say.
What is going on, everybody? It is Tuesday. I am finally back in Alabama. I had a great time in Florida last week. And it's Christian Ballard here with Ballard Sports Media coming at you live. Just doing a small hangout stream. We could talk some sports and all that. Nothing in particular. I will say I'm just kind of bored right now. And like a lot of us over here, I mean, that's kind of what we do. If we're bored, we stream and we just talk sports with each other. That's just what we do. Um, it's I don't know. It's just one of those days for me. I haven't been back too long. I just got back in Alabama today. I'm at my grandparents. Um, and I'm just kind of hanging out. We're just relaxing for a bit, and I don't know. I felt like maybe this would cheer me up a bit, just cause I don't know. If I'm being honest, um, when I get bored, I get stressed, and it's just weird. I don't know. Normally this helps, but I'll drop the link and we could just talk, hang out. Let's talk some sports. I see a lot of people, a lot of comments showing up over here, man. Let's see who we got. What's up, Spelling Bee, man? Caleb, what's up, buddy? What's up, Pizza Woman? Hope you're doing well. Wisconsin Sports Fan 100. Matty Sims. Nate the Great. Yeah, back home, Lou. What's going on, sir? Good morning in that. What's up, Sippy? What's up, Sea Dog Morgan? Man, everyone's just popping in here, man. I know I kind of cheated. I said I wasn't gonna stream. I wasn't gonna make any videos while I was in Florida. I did end up doing a small stream yesterday. It wasn't even half an hour. I literally titled it "Let's Talk Some Sports for a Bit," and I think the only person that actually showed up, at least joined in, was Sea Dog. So I don't know, but it's good to be back in Alabama. I had a great time with my parents this past week. Hope all the moms out there had a great Mother's Day too, man. It's a great holiday. You know, we need parents in life, especially moms. And I had a good time with my mom this weekend, and my dad, and my brother, I guess. So yeah, man, we got all kinds of comments showing up, man. I ain't even been live 5 minutes. Y'all are in here. No one else is live. That's how it works. We're like leeches. Yeah, y'all are just waiting. Y'all are hiding until you get a notification that someone goes live. Then you come out the woodwork and be like, "All right, everybody, huddle up." I get it. I'm like that. What's up, Lincoln? How you doing, buddy? Good seeing you in here, sir. We got Nate Kingston on here. What's up, buddy? Sounds like crap.
Not much,
Right.
man.
There you go.
Just getting ready. Okay. So I just wanted to hang out for a little bit, but I was gonna mow the backyard lawn, so yeah.
Oh yeah, cut grass.
Yep.
Cool, man.
So yeah, but I'm outside right now, so there we go.
Yeah. I'm just honest with you, man. I'm just kind of tired and I'm bored, so I'm kind of just laying in the bed right here, just talking with you guys. um, but let's do wood background for today. I think Nate is having some audio and video troubles here. You were speaking and then it broke up a bit, I think. Hold on, let me try something. I don't know what's going on with Nate. Try to rejoin the StreamYard, Nate, if you can, bud. Yeah, there you go. What's up, Big Lee? How you doing, buddy? Good seeing you in here, sir. Technical but difficulty. That's that's funny. Why can't I see Maddie in the chat? I don't know, Wisconsin sports fan. Good seeing you in here. You there, Nate?
Yeah, I'm here. It's just my Wi-Fi sucks.
I got you, man. It's not completely the best up here either, especially, I mean, we had some storms last week or whatever. Let me tell you guys this. So I've mentioned I live with my grandparents. We're on the lake. The lake house that I live in, that we all live in here, is like a family lake house. It was my great grandparents. It's been here pretty much since I guess they moved up here, got the house and all that in like the 80s, or I guess they built it. So it's been a long time. Well,
Yeah.
what happened last week before I left, like this was like a couple days before I left for Florida, I kid you not, we had bad storms, which doesn't surprise me, but lightning struck a tree in our backyard and took it down. And the tree had been up there since the property's been up. You know, but that lightning hit it and it took it out, and it was like, holy crap. You know, I have a picture of it. I think it's on my personal Facebook. I get it.
Yeah, we had the same thing, but we didn't like have a really bad storm as you did. But it's more like a lightning storm, but than a thunderstorm. But
Oh, you mean when it'll lightning, but you don't hear the thunder? Is it one of those moments where it's not quite raining or whatever, but you still get flashes of lightning?
Yep.
Hold on one second. Let me it's a little, the photo itself is a little blurry because I think I took it looking out the window. Let me put this up for you guys. Holy cow. Look at this. Hold on.
Oh, there. For me, can't find the gas or the mower on, or the mower.
You talking to me?
No, I was talking to myself, but sorry.
Oh, okay. I do that sometimes, man. Hold on. Here it is. Look at that. Look at this here. This tree that you see laying down right here.
Right.
Fell down like that. I mean, it took the lightning hit it and it took it out of the ground. You can see the roots and everything in the dirt. It's crazy, bro. Holy crap. What's up, Sippy?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing today?
Good, man. How you been?
Oh, I've been all right. Just got off work. Man, you ain't gonna believe it, Ballard. I gotta tell you something.
Okay.
I was just on the radio in Mississippi for the first time. It was amazing.
Hold on, you were on radio Like as a guest, or like did you call up on a talk show, or what
No,
did you do?
like as a guest. Like
Holy crap!
they called me, and I talked to them through my phone. And I'm telling you right now, it's the most stressful, terrifying thing to just
Yeah,
to talk on the phone the whole
yeah, I
time.
got you.
I have to be doing all this stuff while I'm talking, and see facial expressions from my butt. You know how that goes. It was just it was stressful, but I'm getting good feedback, so I guess I'm a little hard on myself, but I had to
Can
let
I
you know
go
what I'm
on
doing,
and
man.
can I go on and maybe find this online or something? Do they have what was the radio station?
It's called Super Talk Mississippi, and the show on there is called the Eagle Hour, and it's a Southern Miss radio show in the Mississippi, and it's Hattiesburg Laurel. You can look up for it to be on demand. It'll come out a little bit later because it just
Yeah.
probably ended. But I listen to it on I got an iPhone, so I'm always on the Apple Podcast, and the Eagle Hour's on there. So that's how I always
got
catch it. But dude, it was like these guys. Like you got to understand, I listened to these guys when I was wee tall. Listened to them all the way up, and one of them actually played for Southern Miss. He was a punter whenever we beat TCU when they were ranked real high, and they like tore the goalpost down and all that. So like
Yeah.
I actually watched him play, and now he's in talk radio. And for me to, it was a celebrity. What was it called? Like shell shock. Starstruck. I was
Starstruck. Yeah,
starstruck.
man.
Yeah.
I got you.
I
Hey
was,
man, I haven't really talked to celebrity. I mean, you've probably seen I post a couple videos. I've called up like Feinbaum or whatever. What is that?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. But outside of that, no one like huge. I ain't talking to no athlete or whatever. But I've called up on like there's a show on Tide 100.9. Tide 100.9 is that's pretty much the Crimson Tide radio station up here in Alabama. And it's okay. This is driving me nuts. I don't know if lights are flashing, but I don't know if you notice like red flashing every now and then. I don't know where that comes from.
Is the weather? Is it the weather?
The weather's fine right now. I'm not sure what the heck's going on. I'm gonna cut the camera off just because it's bothering me. But
go ahead.
but yeah, I called up Southern Fried Sports one time, and I think I was talking a little bit of the draft or whatever, and something about like Mac Jones or whatever. But I mean, I've called up, on one or two shows about Alabama football or whatever. I think I called one time, and I always hate when you call a radio station, and like I've called Feinbaum before to talk maybe some men's basketball, and it's like, I'll let the people who put you on know, because they'll ask you, Feinbaum show, what's your name? Where are you calling from? What do you want to talk about? Right. And I'll let them know this is Christian.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, Alabama, but even when I was living in Florida, I'm Christian from Florida. I want to talk to Paul about, what I'm seeing in, basketball or whatever. And I've gotten this response. Oh, I don't know, man. We got a lot of football stuff today. Can you call back some other time to talk about that? You mean to tell me he ain't got 30 seconds of his time? He doesn't have 30 seconds of his time to answer a basketball question or whatever. It's ridiculous, but
it goes to show what their values, man.
Right. I mean, it shows that they mean business, though. I mean, it's not like they're just going to put some guy on the air or whatever. But
then again, it's good stuff. I mean, I'm sure you had something good. It's not like you're calling in to BS them,
Yeah, right. I got you.
But I'm telling you, man, I was scared. So when it gets uploaded, y'all have to check it out. And
I will.
If you know me, you might be able to tell. A lot of people said they couldn't tell that I was nervous. That the ones that heard it live on the radio, they said they couldn't tell I was nervous. But oh, Lord knows I was, man. I was.
Do you call up on Southern Miss Radio a lot, or was it like a first time deal?
They don't have a call-in show. That's the whole thing. This radio show found my YouTube through social media, and
Wow.
they've been keeping up with me. And eventually, they said, they told me this is the funny part. You see, I'm outside, like I sit outside my my what is this? The carport? Yeah,
Yeah.
I sit under my carport and talk Southern Miss sports, and people were like, "Oh, Sippy," the guys that do the show. They said, "Man," and you'll hear them kind of joke around about it. But
Yeah.
off the air, they were telling me, man, they were like, "Do you just do this?" They were like, "You have a great production, a great studio," and I was like, "Dude, I'm in my carport."
Right.
I was like, I'm on a laptop. I'm on a laptop in my carport, and they were like, "No, but still, it's a good setup." I was like, "No, I know." I was like, "I know." I was like, "But still, they were calling it a studio and a production," and I'm like, "Dude, look," I was like, "This is just me with a laptop."
Yeah. No, I got you, man. I mean, I remember before I moved up here, I don't know how long I guess I've seen you on my channel for quite some time, and I've been following you for a little while, even a little bit before I moved to Alabama. But my old room at home, where my parents live, it was funny. I took the poster down. I still have the poster that Uncle Lou sent me, and I just haven't put it up.
On your show.
Do you remember, like,
yeah.
Lou would I don't know if it was on one of my streams or whatever, but he'd be like, "Ballard, what's on your wall, sir?" And I'm like, nothing's on my wall." "Exactly, sir. That's sad and pitiful. You need something on your wall. Get some decoration. You look like you're in a freaking prison cell."
That's funny.
Yeah.
No, I definitely remember where your old setup. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That was,
Yeah.
but see, it was like I seen that for like maybe 3 or 4 streams, and then you were here, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Whoa!" It's like this dude moved on me.
Yeah.
You like it where you are now, man?
Oh yeah, I like it, and things are working out, and just I'm trying to work on getting into school this fall, in a community college, and getting back on track to being a sportscaster, man.
Heck yeah, going the JUCO route like me.
Yeah, right.
Dude,
I went
Start
the JUCO
small,
route.
work your way up.
Oh yeah, old East Mississippi days, man.
Yeah.
Well, look, man, thanks for letting me join. Let me jump off of here, bro.
All right, thanks, Sippy. Have a good one, bud.
what's up?
What's up, Nate?
Come on.
What the heck?
Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Alright, I'll try this Lord is go. Parents.
Can't hear you, Nate.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Alright. I hate this more. Alright.
What? All right, Nate. Look, I like Nate, but he's obviously having some audio trouble. Just hurry up and figure it out. I don't know. He's always welcome on here, Nate, but I don't know what it is. He's like the only one that comes on my streams that truly has audio issues, and I can hardly hear him. And I'm sure it's the same for you guys too. And there's that flashing light again. Nothing is flashing in this room, guys. I don't know if it's something with my laptop. I don't know if it's focus or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Hold on. Is your audio fixed? Woody Red. Nate's gone. What's up, Adam? How you doing, man? What's up, Caleb? Pizza Woman. Wisconsin sports fan. Great seeing everybody in here. Obviously, Sippy Sports Show. Go sub him up. He does a lot of great content. Covers Southern Miss athletics, and it was good seeing him in here for a little bit. And some of y'all did not show up at the beginning of the stream. We've been on 21 minutes. And since you guys were not on time, you were late.
Jesus Christ was never late. And if he was going to skip work, he let him know ahead of time. Stop sinning, sir.
What that guy said. That was Uncle Lou, by the way. I kid you not, that when I missed the morning show a few weeks ago, I was sick in the bed, man. I was sick. That was the day I went to the doctor, and got tested for COVID and all that. Tested negative. There is the flashing again. He literally called me up and left a voicemail saying, like, Jesus was never late. He was on time. And if he was going to be late, he'd let him know. And so I don't know. But yeah, it's good. It's good being back in Alabama. In the works, I'm trying to get back to doing those college football flashback videos. I'm working on the goal line stand from 1979. The notes are all done. I just got to make the video. I've done my research. I've had time to put it together. I've taken care of that. I need to. I just got back from Florida, and I don't want to say like, oh, I need another break or whatever. It's not like that, but I need to just slowly get back to truly uploading some videos. I need to just get settled back in here and get to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm energized. I'm ready to go and put together a video that I actually work on, such as these flashback videos. But this next one's going to be the 1979 Sugar Bowl with Penn State and Alabama. The goal line stand, as they called it. And they did not have instant replay. And I promise you, my grandmother, you guys know, oh, that was weird. I don't know why it blacked out, but looks like I'm back. My grandmother watches my channel, as you guys know. You'll probably see her in the comments. She told me about this game. She's a Penn State fan. And she says if instant replay had been there in 79, then Penn State probably scores that touchdown. I don't know. I'd have no clue. I don't know. I'm not going to argue. Maybe she's right. And I've actually looked at it, and it does look like the ball did cross the plane even a little bit. I might have to give it to Penn State. I don't know. But more on that, obviously, in the next flashback video. But yeah, college football flashbacks, I'm going to keep doing them. But, you know, you won't see them get uploaded as often because, again, it's a process. You know, think of first step is obviously to pick a game. Then go watch that game. Then go and take notes on it. Look at all the stats. Do your research. Put the notes together. And I like to throw pictures in here or there. And if it was a certain play, maybe even show the play. I don't know. Am I going to give up on them? No. But pretty soon we'll have one for the goal line stand with Penn State and Bama. And as I mentioned, flashback videos, college football flashbacks. They're sitting there talking right now. They're saying,
We're coming back. We're coming back. Know that. Coming back. Tom Brady's.
yeah, Tom Brady's coming back. The flashback videos are coming back too. What's up, Fireball? How you been, man? I haven't seen you on here in a while. Rest in peace, Colt Brennan. Yeah, I saw that, man. Colt Brennan passed away. Great quarterback at Hawaii. I saw that news earlier this morning. 37 years old. He was drafted by the Redskins in the 08 draft, 6th round. He was just found unconscious at a rehab facility in Newport Beach, California. He was unconscious. I can't talk. Unconscious. You know what? You get what I'm trying to say. He died like 3 days later. He died this morning or whatever, and I guess he was hospitalized the other day, so rest in peace to him. Meanwhile, Jimbo Fisher's still biting his tongue, I'm sure. And, yeah. When I see Nick Saban, I'm going to beat him. Yeah, okay, Jimbo. I got so much I wanted to say, man. Now I'm finally back from Florida. I kept my promise. Well, I didn't even promise anything. I didn't make a promise. I said I didn't say, I promise you guys I will not make video. I didn't promise nothing. Okay, I said I don't plan on it. And I lasted until yesterday for like, what? Not even a half-hour stream, and we talked a little bit of sports. That was it. It was great, Fireball. Thank you for asking, man. That's awesome, Pizza Woman. Says, good. I took a break from YouTube because my finals. I am back. Got my final grade, and it's an A. That's awesome. Congratulations. Yeah, but the Florida trip was, it was good, Fireball. It is not football season yet, Adam. We haven't even had media days. That's not until July. I guess after media days, or once that starts and we start hearing from all the coaches, I guess we can count football season then. That's a debate topic there. I mean, when does seriously, truly, when does football season start? Is it the first game? Just the week of? Media days, recruiting? I mean, it's still technically the off season, I guess. What's up, Sea-Dog? I know Miami fans, they don't want this smoke. Green Bay's still out there like...
Where is Aaron right now?
Where you at, Rodgers? Which, I mean, here's the thing about Rodgers.
I love Aaron Rodgers. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the game right now in the NFL. Right? We keep talking about him. He's MVP type of talent, but there's so much holding him back a little bit, and they just got to get it together with the Packers. And he's great. Here's the thing: what he wants out of Green Bay. Or that's what we've heard. I don't even know where we're at with this whole situation right now. But I mean, there's already. I mean, here's something from NBC Sports, real quick. They put something out. This was 47 minutes ago. This was posted. A hypothetical deal for Aaron Rodgers, and that includes Montez Sweat. Talking about the Redskins. I'm sorry, Washington, the football team. Here's a hypothetical trade that NBC Sports put out. NFL.com sent the free Rodgers after the Star report he wants out of Green Bay. So it was Aaron Rodgers. He does want out of Green Bay. I don't know why that is. He feels like he's being mistreated. But do they really have a quarterback outside of, Aaron Rodgers that's actually worth anything? I mean, I know they got Jordan Love, and I know he was talented at Utah State, but how many meaningful snaps did he take last year? What did he do last year? Wasn't it all on Aaron Rodgers in 2020? Am I wrong? And now this guy wants out of Green Bay? Which I'm not going to sit here and rip on him for wanting out. I'm a little bit lost on all of this. It's crazy. What's up, Webster? He has returned. Will join in 10 minutes. Yeah, join whenever you can, Jeff. It's all open. Anyone wants to join in, feel free to. But yeah, I mean, okay, so here's this projected trade. Or not projected but hypothetical. Where Aaron Rodgers ends up going to Washington. Okay. Aaron Rodgers to the football team. The Washington football team, which is still a temporary name. I've seen some great suggestions for a new name for the former Redskins. I saw one time that was like the Red Wolves. That sounds pretty dope. I'd take that name. Okay, so Washington would receive Aaron Rodgers. But how about Montez Sweat to Green Bay? 2 first-round selections, a 2022 second-round selection, and then a conditional 2022 fourth-round selection. This was posted an hour ago. So, like, 2 first-round selections, I guess, for next year's draft and the year after. I don't know. It's crazy. Aaron Rodgers got mad because they drafted Love instead of him, another weapon. He feels like they did it to him again in this draft. Well, they went all defense for like the first couple rounds, clearly showing that they're not trying to invest. I mean, hold on. What was the overall Packers draft class? 2021. Hold on. Let me see. They got him a weapon in Amari Rodgers out of Clemson, 85 overall. They got him. Okay, here's what we have, people. Now, I heard much news. Shut up, Bet. I see you in there. I heard a lot of news because of the first round pick, right? Which wasn't a bad pick. Look, they needed this. The Packers need help in their secondary, and that's exactly what they got, taking Eric Stokes out of Georgia, right? Look, here's what we have. The 2021 draft class for the Green Bay Packers. Eric Stokes, 29 overall. Josh Myers, a center,
The guy's snapping Rodgers the ball. Great offensive tackle out of Ohio State. Okay. 62 overall, you go offense. Then what do? Amari Rodgers, get him a weapon out of Clemson. Royce Newman, offensive lineman out of Ole Miss. Then you switch back to defense because, I mean, Rodgers can't sit there and expect him to draft all offense, can he? You do need defense, too. They take a tackle out of Florida. They take a corner out of Appalachian State. Shamar Jean Charles. I haven't really heard about him. Cole Van Lannon. I've heard about him. He's an offensive lineman. Right. Then they took a linebacker. Then they got him Kylan Hill out of Mississippi State, which I've heard some good stuff about him. Let's see. They had overall 2 6th-round picks, 2 5th-round picks. So they had 9 picks. And of those 9 picks, center, wide receiver, O-line, running back, 5 picks were offense out of 9. Was it 5 out of 9 picks? 4 were defense. So you had 4 defensive picks. You had 5 offensive picks. You had one more player to get on offense than your defense. And Aaron Rodgers is going to sit there saying they didn't help me out. They ain't care enough to take somebody at 29. Eric Stokes is a first-round talent. He was on the board. What do you expect? I'm not here to rip on Rodgers too much. I don't know where we're at with this situation. He is still in Green Bay. He's their quarterback. They apparently he is. But he doesn't see it. He doesn't believe it. That's the thing right there. I don't know. I don't know. Rodgers wants first-round wide receivers. Big, fast wide receivers. Amari Sanders. Okay, I could understand that there. So maybe it wasn't exactly what he wanted. He didn't get the receiver he wanted or didn't take a guy in the first round. You didn't go trade up for a tight end or a receiver for me in the first round. Oh, no. Here's the thing. I love Aaron Rodgers. I'm not hating on him. And I get it. I actually applaud him a little bit for having a pair and sticking up and just saying what he wants to say about the way in which the organization has been for him, to him, whatever. I kind of applaud him for that. But at the same time, man, just practice. Here's what you do, right? Just go to work. Just practice. Just play the game, man. It's not up to you who they draft. It's up to the organization, Matt LaFleur and all them. You know, Matt LaFleur. Or it's kind of funny how Stephen A. Smith says it, Matt LaFleur. But anyway, it's crazy. I don't know where we're at with this. He's still on the team. And apparently, and again, I was showing this hypothetical trade here. Let me see. And again, I put the StreamYard link in the chat if anyone wants to join in. I think I saw Jeff wanted to join in at some point. But this hypothetical trade here, Cynthia Freeland of NFL.com, Washington would get Aaron Rodgers. So he's out of Green Bay. He's going to Washington now. He's now from the NFC, the North to the NFC East. And they get Montez Sweat, 2 first-round selections, a 2022 second-round selection, and a 2022 fourth-round selection. It's just all madness, people. I don't know what else to say about this. What's up, Jeff? Rodgers just needs to tighten up, man up, go to practice, and win some football games next year. I think is what he needs to just do. What's going on, Jeff?
What you have here in the line from the movie, what we have here is a failure to communicate.
Major pain.
That's what we got here. And what we
Yeah.
got here is a situation unique only to Green Bay
Hmm.
in the entire National Football League.
Right.
Green Bay, as Matty Sims, a devoted Packer fan, will tell you, doesn't have an owner.
Yeah.
There's no one guy. There's no one guy.
Right.
It's a board. And
It's like their own committee or something.
Green Bay is run like an old USSR Soviet.
I got you.
It's run as a collective,
Hmm.
not as a singular unit.
Yeah.
So their decision making is different from all the other ones, all the other teams in the league. And Rodgers is a prima donna par excellence. But he's got a right to be pissed off because
Yeah.
he doesn't have. They've done nothing. Forget this year. Forget last year. Go back 4 years. 4 years, they've done very little to help him, and he's almost got him to the Super Bowl. With that, that's his argument. His argument is, this is Aaron Rodgers saying,
Right.
I, the man, the prima donna, Aaron Rodgers, have almost got us to the Super Bowl, despite the fact that you bastards aren't giving me any weapons to work with.
Yep.
If you would just give me a tool or two, I could
We'd
take
be
us
there.
there.
Yeah.
And he might be right.
I believe what you're saying. I think you're right. I mean, I feel like he's just that one. I mean, it's not, they are consistently making the playoffs, winning the division, like going somewhere. It's not like he's leading them down a bad path of 8-8, man. This is a team that can go 10-6, 11-5, heck, even like you know, 13-3. They can win football games and get to the playoffs, but they face all these teams. I mean, they freaking faced Tampa last year, and I think it was a close game, wasn't it? I don't even remember. But either way, I mean, he's had some great games. He's had some close games where he was like a one weapon away, one play away, one drive away from potentially making a Super Bowl or an NFC title or whatever. It's not like he just ends up crapping the bed in January and February when it comes time for the playoffs. It's not like that. He's been there, and the organization has helped him get there, but it's not enough to get him even further. If you get what I'm saying. What's up, Slim?
I have one question about that.
Okay.
Somebody please explain to me how you are the runaway NFL MVP from the season and you don't have any offensive weapons.
Exactly. Okay, there's that too. He did win MVP. They had. I don't know. I don't know.
He didn't just win MVP. It wasn't even close.
I know. I don't even think. Like I don't even know who else finished. I don't know what the results were, but yeah, I mean he was like the clear cut MVP for pretty much all of last year, and he looked great. And then it was like, I mean, how does a quarterback win MVP? Sit there and say, y'all ain't helping me out, y'all ain't getting me the weapons needed to win, or I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. I can kind of see what you're getting at.
My problem is Aaron Rodgers is the problem. Aaron Rodgers is 1-4 in NFC Championship games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you could say, you know, they took the ball out of his hands on 4th down this year and kicked the field goal when he possibly could have got the touchdown to tie it up. Okay.
Or the wrong play call or something.
Well, I don't even like that because you had 3 clear-cut chances to do it before then, and you didn't get it done.
Right.
When you had open in front of you, and the only person you really had to outrun is Ndamukong Suh.
That's true. Thank you, Ndamukong Suh, for lighting him up a bit. But yeah, I get what you're saying, Slim.
I agree with Jeff that Aaron Rodgers is a freak god, and I think that's 100% wrong.
Yeah.
I think they did need to work on their defense because, I mean, there are plenty of games this year that their defense got had. But Aaron Rodgers.
That's the thing, too. If you think about it, the defense is really what helps the quarterbacks out. I mean, if you think about it like this, if the defense isn't giving up points and like before halftime or come out in the second half, if they can shut down offenses and keep them off the field, then you could just continue to score. It wouldn't have to be close games, and you wouldn't have to get in positions where, you need your playmakers or you need a big play and they won't give it to you or anything like that. You be in a position, your defense is doing so good, you're already up. I mean, you still need weapons, obviously, but in ways, I think you get what I'm trying to say. The defense of Green Bay last year did struggle at times, especially in the playoffs. And I think that's where it kind of went wrong for, the Packers and Rodgers and trying to hit the Super Bowl or something.
Well, I mean, you can, and I don't like to do it because it's a team sport.
Right.
Factors involved. But, I mean, if you want to sum up why they lost that NFC Championship game, Kevin King, point blank period. If he wasn't cut at halftime, that whoever runs that team has no clue what they're doing.
Pretty much.
Because Kevin King was getting lit up that
game. Yeah. I know.
Now, actually, it makes sense for them to draft a couple offensive linemen like they did, because what was the main reason Aaron Rodgers played bad in those 2 games against Tampa, which were his 2 games of the year?
Yeah.
Because Tampa's front 7 got pressure on him.
That's true. Well, the rumors are, breaking 8 hours ago on ESPN, there's rumors about the Las Vegas Raiders seem interested in Rodgers. Assuming there's a position where he is actually trying to get out of Green Bay, which obviously we haven't. That's what we're assuming, I think. As far as I'm concerned, I haven't heard anything from Rodgers personally. Unless maybe I'm just missing something. I don't know.
Well, Rodgers has been very unsubtle about the fact that he's not happy in Green Bay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So a lot of people are just presuming that he needs to be traded.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy. Let's see what this website says here. 5 best trade destinations for disgruntled Packers star Aaron Rodgers. This from ClutchPoints.com. I haven't heard of this site. It's showing. I can't tell what that might be. Raiders. That looks like Bears. That looks like Patriots. 5 trade destinations. The Broncos. They just got Bridgewater. It's talking about that. The Patriots. The Niners. They just got Trey Lance. I'm sorry.
Chicago Bears just got Fields. The Raiders. I'm seeing a lot of stuff. I have seen some stuff about maybe him going to Las Vegas or something. I don't know. I got you right here, Melissa.
I don't see him and old Chucky getting along very well.
Yeah.
Some of them have way too big of an ego.
Yeah, I got you. Y'all go check out Melissa May's Facebook group. All Conference Smack Talk. She did ask me nicely in the comments to put the comment up there. So y'all go check it out, help her out, go rip on some 2-year-olds or whatever and steal their lunch money or whatever and just talk a bunch of smack with Melissa May.
I agree with Fireball, and I was listening to Shannon Sharp talk about it.
The Broncos?
Broncos seem to be really
That's what I'm hearing, man. Dude, imagine if he does go to the Broncos. They already got Jerry Jeudy. They got some good weapons over there. They got to figure out the quarterback situation over there. I think they still got Drew Lock. I like Drew Lock at Missouri. I'm not completely sold on him as an NFL quarterback right now. Obviously, with young rookies like that, though, they got to find their place to land and fit in. But imagine real quick, let's get back to Rodgers. Imagine if he does go to Denver. I'm not saying right away, but keep building around Rodgers. He could win some Super Bowls, I think, in Denver. Or at least start winning some big games and get into the playoffs for a start.
I mean, he's just done that.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to the playoffs has not been Green Bay's problem.
Right, I got you.
$40 million a year getting back to the Super Bowl has been.
Yeah.
But that's a trend that you tend to see with a lot of quarterbacks. They get that big paycheck, and then they fall off big time.
Joseph Sandberg says, I'm surprised no mention WF. Washington was mentioned a little earlier. That was one of the potential landing spots for Rodgers if he does get out of Green Bay. Philadelphia, I keep hearing so much stuff about Philadelphia. Here's the thing. I love Jalen Hurts. I have said that many, many times. But even I know as much as the next guy, he might not be the answer for Philly. That could be a spot for Rodgers. I don't know. I'm not sold on Philadelphia for him though, at least right now. From what I'm hearing and everything.
If the Saints weren't in cap hell, I'd say that'd be the best place for him to land.
Yes.
But
and also, dude, could you? On one hand, you got to realize the Saints are in our division. It would be so great to see. I mean, imagine if they took him right now, at least for next year with Tom Brady, him facing Rodgers 2 times, maybe even 3 times. I know we got the Saints 3 times last year. We beat them in the divisional round or whatever. But could you imagine seeing 2 or 3 times in 1 year, just 1 year, Rodgers and Brady? But then at the same time, man, I don't know if I want that for the Buccaneers.
Well, like I said, it's really unrealistic because the Saints are already in cap hell, and they can't take on a $40 million a year quarterback.
I got you.
I mean, they were something like $80 million over the cap last year.
Yeah, they were. It was insane. And it seems like it's just getting tougher for them right now.
I tell you, a team that could use a quarterback, but granted, they need more than a quarterback. They need a number 1 receiver too. And he may feel like he's ended up in the same position as Tennessee. I'm sorry, Ryan Tannehill is not the answer.
I could agree with that. I could agree. I really badly want to see Derrick Henry get to the Super Bowl, at least get there. And, the team is loaded with talent. even on defense, Tennessee has a good defense. Never thought I'd say that, but we're talking NFL here. Uh, um, yeah, I would agree. I don't think Tannehill's the answer over there at with the Titans. He's not bad, but he's long term and going forward, and for a guy that you want to lead you far in the postseason, he's probably not the right guy.
Tannehill's a game manager. I mean,
Yes.
Tannehill's going to lose you a game. He's not going to make that big mistake that'll cost you the game for the most part. But if you need him to get you the win, then Brian Tannehill's not who you're turning to.
I got you.
And they're going to keep going. Derrick Henry's only got so much tread on the tires.
Yep.
You know, they're going to keep going, and they're going to run him into the ground.
Can't wait to see Mechie ball out. Oh, my gosh. Jeff, I added you back in here real quick. John Mechie, receiver number 1 for Bama next year.
Probably. I would think so. Billingsley will see a lot of action out of the tight ends and out of the Z slot.
We get Slade Bolden back next year too.
Slade Bolden, yeah. The receiver room is loaded. I don't have any problem there.
I think your offense is going to be a lot worse than what Bama.
I could agree. I agree.
And
I'll use this as an example. Look at your defense in 2019 when you lost like 6 starters before the season started, and you had to put all those underclassmen in. That defense was terrible. As much as you're having to replace on offense, this is going to be an abysmal offense.
Well, I've been.
Well, wait a minute, Ballard. Let me calm the hater down here a little bit.
Okay.
Abysmal. Abysmal.
Compared to last year, yes.
Oh God.
Okay. It'll be probably 2/3 of what last year's was, maybe at worst half. I mean, they're not going to. There's no way they can match the production of last year. There's no way.
I mean, look, we're not going to stay here.
I don't think they have the precipitous drop that LSU had.
That's what I was fixing to say.
They're still going to score 30, 35 points a game.
Darn right.
But they're not. But I mean, you'd have to be insane to think that they would come close to matching what they matched last year. I just don't think it's a fall off the cliff. I think it's a downgrade, but it's not a disaster.
It's called it's what we call not falling off, but taking a small step back, basically. And I've been saying this offseason and go back, and I think more so we're going to be a defensive type of team next year. I feel like we get back to having, like, maybe the defense will be a little bit better than the offense. I have a lot of faith in our defense next year. I have a lot of faith in Bryce Young, Mechie, and I guess it'll be Brian Robinson running the ball. I have a lot of faith in those guys. They're going to be talented. But, I mean, we lost Waddle, Devontae, Mack, Najee. They're not going to be like that, but they got experience.
You're completely missing the example I used for the 2019 defense. The players you put in there to replace all the people that got hurt were very, very talented players. But your defense is terrible.
They were inexperienced.
And that's exactly what you're going to have on offense this year. You're going to have talented players.
That's
you're going to have very experienced players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just got to get playing time. That's why I don't think they're going to. I don't think Bama. I don't think there's any way in hell they repeat. I don't think there's any way. I mean, obviously they're not going to go undefeated, because if they went undefeated, they would repeat. That goes without saying. So I don't think that's going to happen. And I not only do I not think that they're going undefeated, I don't think they're going to repeat, because
I will say,
just look at the math. I mean, the math tells you they're not going to do it. Never mind who the players are. The math tells you don't repeat as a college football national champion.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's not. I'll say what I said while Bama was in the middle of their run last year, and we started to see who some of these recruits are going to be. It's not 2021. It's 22 and 23 when Saban's going to make another run at it, because he's got the running back room, the defensive line room, and oh my God, what this offensive line could look like in
Yes.
22, 23, 24. Holy shit.
We have Evan Neal, Pierce Quick, the Brockemeyer twins. Holy crap. Some of those guys I just named, I mean, Evan Neal, I think, was a 5-star. Pierce Quick, he might have been 4-star. I don't know. But keep your eye on, is it Tommy that's the 5-star of
Yeah. He's
Brockemeyer?
got,
Oh my God. Dude.
he brought three kids in this class who are ranked in the top 8
Yeah.
at their position.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all going to line up in the same trench. You just don't. Nobody has that. Nobody can even close to that. Now they got to stay healthy. They got to prove it. They can't be a washout. You know, they can't get in trouble. All sorts of things got to happen. But if they play to what they're supposed to be, but like I say, anything could happen. You could have, look at Trey Sanders last year. Kid got in a car wreck. He's lucky he's gonna play this year. He's lucky he didn't have his leg amputated. So anything can happen. What I find, and 2020 coming, or 202, or a big toe, or whatever the fuck his name is. This transfer portal thing is helping Alabama more than it's hurting them. I understand the idea that a kid should be able to pick up and go somewhere one time.
Right.
But this was a move. This was a move just like the Saban rule. The Saban rule, the coaches can't evaluate talent on site in the spring. What happened? It backfired. It blew up in everybody's face, and it made Alabama stronger. Then Saban, after 2013 and 2014, said, okay, we're going to have these RPOs. I want the NFL rule where an offensive lineman can only release 1 yard downfield. You're letting them release 3. Are you sure you want this? Is this the way you want it to be? And everybody said yes, thinking that was going to hurt Alabama. So Saban changed his mind, and it made Alabama win 3 championships in 6 years.
Yeah.
Now they got the transfer portal. Well, this will even it out. This will like how many 4-star kids are leaving Miami and going to play at Wake Forest? How many 4-star kids are leaving Oklahoma and going to Illinois?
Right.
It's not happening. It's not happening. They're leaving one program and going to another big one.
Right.
You can't legislate success.
To answer Melissa May's question, honestly, for Ole Miss, I'm kind of worried about them. I really think that offensively they were great last year. Defense sucked. But I feel like Lane Kiffin is going in the right direction with it, in my opinion. What's up, Nate? Welcome
What
back.
I meant about your offense being worse, an Ole Miss type game from last year is a game that you very well may lose this year.
I agree with you there, Slim. If that game plays exactly the way it did last year, if the same thing happens again, Bama will lose that. Bama would lose a repeat of that game if it happens just like that again this year. If
that happens, Lane Kiffin is the first Saban assistant to beat the GOAT. And I don't know if I want to sit there and see. Obviously, you don't want to see that, but it'll leave a bad taste in your mouth knowing that a Saban assistant beat Nick Saban. He's just, what's he like, 23-0 against them right now?
What'll make it even worse is the fact that it's Lane Kiffin and he's going to dump a whole 5-pound sack of salt.
Yeah.
We will never hear. Yeah.
Slim, I can hear Slim chuckling, and I agree with him. Because if it's Lane Kiffin, he won't hold back. The post game press conference, you thought Ogeron, oh boy. If
You're
if Kiffin comes into Bryant Denny and beats Alabama, oh my.
we're gonna
Oh,
be so pissed off at Lane Kiffin. And you know what else? You know who I'm calling out for you, Chess Hall. I don't want to hear it. This is why we can't afford this. Because if Lane Kiffin beats Alabama, you know good and well, Chess privately to me, like via text and all that, but he will come on here and we will never hear him shut up. I know Chess Hall is going to go off on us.
Another game that could fall under that Ole Miss category, comparing last year's game. Say y'all play Florida again, and that game plays out similar to last year. That's a game Alabama would lose.
yeah, I agree. I completely agree. If it plays out like it did last year, Bama will not win that kind of a shootout.
Oh, I know.
And see, that's why I think Miami's best shot at beating Alabama is going to be game one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because
and trust me, I'm not Slim. I'm not saying this just because you're in here. I mean, Miami is not a dead program. And if any Bama fan out there, listen to me. If any Bama fan is sitting there saying we got this week 1 game in the books, I'm not taking Miami lightly, man. They do have talent.
Derek King and that offense is exactly the type of offense
that could break our defense. I think that's the offense to do it.
For everything you just lost on your offense, say what you want about Miami. They've had an elite front seven for the past, 5-6 years?
That's fair. That is fair.
And potentially, I think, what was the Miami's quarterback name again?
Derek King.
Oh, Derek King. I think
he has
the potential to win the Heisman candidate.
Yeah, he's just not going to. And I feel bad for the kid. I feel bad for the kid because I want to play Miami with Miami's best weapons on the field, but he's not going to be ready week 1.
Yeah, right. I got you.
I don't know. I mean, from what they're saying, it was coach's decision to hold him out of spring. He was trying to get into it.
Right.
Well, players want to play, that's for sure.
And I get that. And much like everybody said about Jalen Waddle, all the hurdles that Derek King was supposed to hit, he hit them early.
Right. Yep.
And I agree with you. If it was me, I probably still wouldn't play him, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Bro,
I would be hard pressed if I'm Miami and I think I've got a legitimate run at a conference championship. Do I want to beat Alabama? Oh yeah.
You have
to. Do I want to roll the dice with Derek King and maybe put the whole season on the line? Is a win over Alabama worth that risk? If you're Miami, that's something they're going to have to weigh on the scales.
It is, and I'll say the same thing I said about the Clemson game last year. If Miami can go within 2 scores, that's a win.
Yeah. Well, here's what Bama's facing next year. Real quick, I'll full screen it. Obviously Miami.
I just hated that he got hurt. I don't like. I mean, even the Auburn kids. As much as I hate Auburn, and I hate them on a level that you could best describe as biblical. I mean, I still don't want to see a kid get hurt. I don't want that. I don't want to beat your second teamer. And on top of that, just as a human being, I don't want to see a kid he's worked his whole life to get to Division I, and here he is, and he's playing for a big school, and then an injury happens to him. It just breaks my heart when I see that happen.
Yeah.
Hate the team and not the players themselves.
Sorry.
You know. Go ahead, Nate.
So I don't know if you saw this or not, Jeff, but last year, Nebraska had a linebacker, like a senior graduate linebacker. He got hurt. Got his well, not his. He, I think he was done for football. Did you see that hit? Oh, I don't know if hit, but it was. I forgot his name, but he was a linebacker for Nebraska, and he was on the field laying it down and couldn't stand up.
When it really, and I don't know if this is just me being overly romantic or overly traditional or whatever, but what I hate to see is a senior who's not going to play on Sunday.
Right.
He's good enough to start for your team, but he's not a draft kid. And then his playing days, his college career ends by an injury. You know, his last 6 games, he's going to be in a cast and crutches on the sidelines, or he blew out his shoulder or something. You know, that's what I hate.
This is
There was one at Miami a couple of years ago. Ahmad Richards come in his freshman year, broke Michael Irvin's freshman record, had a hamstring injury, slowed him up his sophomore year, but still had about 1,000 yards. Come out the LSU game of his junior year and had a career-ending neck injury.
Yeah, you just you don't like to see that. I don't care what uniform they're wearing. You just don't like that. I don't like to see that.
Yeah, and especially so when, I mean, he's already shown the potential. He come in and just blew Michael Irvin's freshman receiving record out of the water.
Yeah, you remember Marcus Lattimore, that kind of thing. You just hate to see that.
Yeah.
week 3. I was just showing the Bama schedule. Obviously, we open with Miami, but then we get a cupcake in Mercer. But go to the Swamp week 3 to open up SEC play, and I know Florida's taking a huge step back, but if you're going to the Swamp, you're going to the Swamp too. I mean, I hope and pray Bama doesn't overlook that. You know what I mean?
I mean, Florida's taking a huge step back. What they lost in offensive production is very comparable to what Alabama lost in offensive production.
That's true. That is fair. Lost their tight end, their key receiver. They lost their quarterback.
No doubt that Saban's recruited better than Dan Mullen. Nobody's questioning that.
Yeah.
So you've definitely got better talent behind what they lost. But, how good are they going to be week 3?
Oh, that's my level of concern for an Alabama victory against Miami is about 5 times higher than it is my level of concern about going to Gainesville and beating Florida in the Swamp.
Right.
I think Alabama goes into Gainesville and just knocks the living piss out of them.
I gotcha. Well, you got to think. There's certain things when you look at Alabama, right? The standard is to win every single game, run the table, go undefeated, win a championship. Basically, do what they did last year on a every year, every season level. When they lose a game, and they've lost Iron Bowls, they've lost to teams like Ole Miss, they've lost to teams like Georgia. Oh wait, no, they've lost to LSU. I mean, they don't lose to nobody teams, and they don't lose. They always lose it close, and it's got to be in the right scenario. It's not like someone's going to catch them napping and pull the ultimate upset. Like, I don't think it was an ultimate upset when LSU beat us a couple years ago. I really don't. I think they were just that team. We knew what they were capable of, and we didn't have 100% Tua. You know what I mean? I mean, there's that. An Iron Bowl at Jordan Hare against, that Cal College on the other side of the state. That's our rival. You guys get what I'm talking about, Bama losing, big games like that, I guess.
Right.
What you're trying to say, Ballard,
Uh-huh.
is that when Miami was having their big run in the 80s and the 90s, they scratched off, I think, Slim might know the answer. I think it's 72. It's somewhere around that number. 72 straight against unranked opponents. Saban's got Alabama up to 96.
Yeah.
96 straight.
Well, put it in context, Jeff.
You're breaking up, Slim.
Slim's breaking all up. You must be in a bad spot. I assume Slim's on the road. Yeah. Repeat what you said, Slim. Nobody heard you. It broke all up.
I said, put it in context. I said back in the 80s and 90s, and I think it was early 2000s when they made it a 12-game schedule. They didn't play as many games back then.
That's true.
Right. No, I'm not taking anything away from Miami. I'm just saying, 72 is amazing. I'm just saying that's how much more Saban has done it. So, I'm not trying to say, 96. I'm just trying to back up Ballard's point. You're not, Bama doesn't lose to unranked teams.
No.
Not since 2007.
Not going there, but yeah, that's true. I'm so glad Chess Hall ain't in here because he'd be like, ULM. Yeah.
ULM. Yeah.
Mike Shula had it in the dumps, guys. We didn't.
But that's
Now, Mike
thing, though.
Shula actually
really
wasn't that bad.
Shula had some of those players Saban made noise with in 08 and 09 were Shula kids.
Right. Recruits. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he take us he took us to bowl
Correct
games.
me if I'm wrong, but the year before Shula got me,
You broke up, Slim.
Broke
Something
up,
about the year before Shula.
I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but the year before Shula got fired, didn't he win 10 games?
Yeah, he won the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah. He did.
Yep.
So, it's not like Shula was a terrible coach.
Right.
No, to me, the disaster was Mike DuBose. Mike DuBose was an absolute. That was disgusting from the very beginning.
What a disappointment.
And he couldn't recruit worth a shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question real quick.
Yeah, what's up, Nate?
Is it just me, or is it just me, or are there too much rivalries in the SEC?
Well, they're proper rivalries, I think, with history, and you got to think, in-state rivalries like the Egg Bowl, the Iron Bowl. What are some others? I guess.
Egg Bowl.
Well, I said the Egg Bowl with Mississippi State at Ole Miss and LSU A&M. I don't know why that one's played on rivalry weekend. It's been a good game and a good matchup, and it is two teams in the West. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are there too many rivalries in the SEC, or maybe not enough? Or I think it's. I like it how it is. I think it's fine. There's there.
I just thought there's like 15 rivalries in SEC, but I don't know if that's a lot. But
well, there are good. Good teams. Okay, Georgia, Florida, the cocktail party game. There's that. They've always been like the top two teams in the East, really, historic wise, and obviously in past years, since Kirby Smart's been there, Dan Mullen gets to Florida and all that. Been some good matchups.
Well, no. Historically, Georgia and Tennessee have been the dominant teams in the East.
Oh, okay, Tennessee, I guess. I forget.
Really, what has Florida ever been in their history before Steve Spurrier got there as a player, and then again when Steve Spurrier got there as the coach.
I know what they've been.
Nuts and honey.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I made some new stingers while I was like taking a break or whatever, but anyway, but yeah, I mean, I don't, to answer Nate's question, I don't think there's, I don't know if I want to say there are too many or aren't. I don't know. They seem like proper rivalries, I guess. Like most of them, at least.
Yeah, I was just curious, guys.
It's fine.
But I don't know. I was going to rephrase it how I said it, but I think there's a lot of rivalries.
There are. What the
Yeah, sorry.
happened with them there?
Yeah. There's the Arkansas LSU game. Yeah, I forgot about that actually. There's Iron Bowl, the Egg Bowl cocktail party. How much is that? 4.
Vandy, Tennessee, whatever that's called. What do they call that?
I don't know.
That's at least good for like look at where Tennessee's at and Vandy. I mean, like they're in state and they are kind of bottom of the barrel SEC teams. At least right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't overlook
And,
the Big
there's
Ten.
Sorry.
What up,
There's,
guys?
What's up, Dominic? How you been?
Been good, man. Been a while, hasn't it?
It has been.
Oh, we lose Shady.
Yeah. Oh, I got something I want to show you guys real quick.
Well,
Jeff,
he must be on the road somewhere, and I think he's just in a bad cell phone area.
Jeff, get a bucket because you're gonna drool over this play. Yeah, Tennessee fans, where you at? Good
I
old
remember
Rocky
this.
Block. You weren't there. Blocked
I know
again. Cody again. Alabama wins. Mount Cody. And the streak continues. Oh, poor old Lane Kiffin. What a piss poor baby.
He just died.
Oh. Oh. Yeah. Good times.
You know, there's all sorts of rivalries in the Big Ten. Now, let me run down the list. Obviously, you got Ohio State and Michigan, okay? But then you got all these trophy games that fans of college football, they might not know who the teams are, but they've heard of the trophy. You got the Old Oaken Bucket, which is Purdue, Indiana. You got the Illabuck, which is Illinois Northwestern. You got Paul Bunyan's Axe, which is Wisconsin, Michigan. Michigan and Minnesota play for the Little Brown Jug. Iowa and Minnesota play for a 75-pound bronze pig called Floyd of Rosedale. So you got all sorts of stuff like that. So there's, I mean, the reason why Nate was talking about is because the SEC gets all the media attention. So it's the top of it's the top level. So it's going to get all the.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. I was just. I knew there were a lot of rivalries in SEC, so.
There were great big. I mean, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, Texas, which is going to get restarted again this year when an old Southwest Conference thing. Texas A&M and Texas used to be huge. I mean,
they're trying to bring that back, from what I've heard
yeah,
rumors
there's all
on.
sorts of and I don't, okay, Alabama, Tennessee, Bama's run off 15 in a row.
Right.
Does that take some of the sizzle out of it? Yeah, it does. But does that mean that all of a sudden it's not a rivalry? Well, people will
Listen,
say, people will say, well, it's not a rivalry when we beat you 18 out of 20 times. It's still a rivalry if both
it's
teams still
called
hate each other.
It is called one-sided rivalries, Jeff. That's what it comes down to. That's what this is.
But
It's
it's
called a
still a
one-sided
rivalry.
affair.
Look how many times in a row look how many times that Alabama's beaten Vanderbilt in the last 40 times they've played. Okay.
Yeah.
They've mauled Vanderbilt way more than they've mauled Tennessee. But Vanderbilt is not a rival to Alabama. Tennessee is. So I mean, it's just that's I'd like to see some of these old rivalries reinstored. I'd like to see the Miami, Florida State, and Florida triangle started up again, where they each got to play the other two every year.
Yeah.
How about
And whose fault that is Florida. Florida's the one that backed out of that and screwed that all up.
how about the Kansas State and Nebraska rivalry?
I'm going to let Jeff go in on that one, because I'm just going to be honest, I don't know much about Kansas State, Nebraska.
Well, Nebraska's much more interested in beating Oklahoma and beating Iowa than they are Kansas State.
Yeah.
And
Now, Western Iowa, west of me, the western, maybe if you had to take like a ruler and a pencil out and draw a line on a map,
right.
Everything within like maybe 60 miles of the Nebraska border used to be chock full of Nebraska fans when I moved to Iowa in the early 90s and the mid 90s. Oh, you went out in Western Iowa. They didn't root for Iowa State. They didn't root for Iowa. They were Nebraska fans. And then Nebraska went in the shitter, and all those people absolutely disappeared.
That's true.
Now you can't find a Nebraska fan in Western Iowa.
Yeah.
And I forgot from this too. Missouri and Nebraska too. I don't know if was a big rivalry, but yeah, it was good.
I've never been to I have driven by Nebraska's campus.
Yeah.
I've driven by their stadium, but I've never been to a game at Lincoln. That would be one of the things I would like to do. I would like to see I haven't been there. I've not been to the Horseshoe in Columbus. I have not been to the Big House in Ann Arbor. I'd like to go to those places. I'd like to see, and at Penn State, I'd love to go to Penn State.
Yeah.
In the Big Ten, I've been to. In the Big Ten stadiums I've been to, obviously Kinnick in Iowa, Memorial in Champaign for Illinois, Ryan Field in Evanston for Northwestern. I've been to Minnesota, and I've been to Camp Randall for Wisconsin. I've been to those 5. The other schools in the Big Ten, I have not. I have to say, I've been on their campus. I've been on Purdue's campus. I've been on Indiana's campus. Just was not there for a football game. Just either passing through or was there for one reason or another. My brother got his master's in international business from Indiana University. So I went to that ceremony. So that was the one time I was on Indiana's campus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? Oh, you said, Jeff. You said you drove by Memorial Stadium, and Do you see like parts of it, the stadium, or did you like just drove past it?
I didn't get out of the car or anything. We were going through on I-80, and I said, let's get off. Let's spend 20 minutes. Let's drive around Nebraska's campus, see what it looks like. Let's see the stadium, take some pictures from the car, say so we can say we've been there, see what it looks like, So that's all that was. It was just kind of a real quick drive through.
Okay. Because Nebraska.
Same thing I did I've done that like at Florida State. I did that in Florida State to Tallahassee. I drove by Doak Campbell Stadium. Just, didn't get out and investigate campus, didn't walk around and see everything. Just wanted to drive through, take a quick look at it and say, okay, I've been there now,
Yeah.
I know what it looks like,
I'll be right back.
Yeah, man. Okay. Let me
Now, Big 12,
Mhm.
I've been to Kansas State, Oklahoma State, but I've not been to any school in Texas.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't even.
I've not been on any of the Texas campuses that are in the Big 12. I have not been to them.
Is Baylor's in like Waco or whatever, isn't it?
Baylor's in Waco. Yep.
Yeah. Texas Tech, Texas
Tech in
State.
Lubbock. Texas is in Austin.
Yeah. Texas State. Well, they're not Big 12, I don't think, but I mean it's still
And then obviously I've not been to West Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Just a quick reminder, everyone hit that thumbs up. Really would appreciate it, man. We're still be on here talking some sports or whatever. But just wanted to say that if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And remember how I feel about you guys. I love you. Got a lot of love and respect. But for the haters out there,
It really doesn't matter what you think. And it really doesn't matter what you say.
yeah. Also,
Okay. Roll down Tide.
That's that's all I had to say there.
Man, I hate that. I hate that. I never liked it when I was a student.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like it now. I don't like anything coming in between roll and tide. Not roll motherfucking tide, not roll damn tide, not roll up your sister's tide, not just say roll tide.
I have not heard that last one. Roll up what?
Roll up your sister's tide. Just say roll tide. You don't need to embellish it.
I say either roll tide or roll tide roll.
Roll tide roll.
Yeah.
There's a history behind that, Ballard. It's very interesting. Everybody says roll tide. Roll tide roll used to be on posters and shirts and hats
everywhere, right?
And they said it. It was said that way with a second roll added to it. So it was 3 words. It was roll tide roll. They're still in the tiers, roll tide roll. But it's not anywhere near as common now. It's like all of a sudden it's like everybody's decided somebody made a subconscious decision just to like lop off the second roll.
Yeah.
And it's not, you still hear it, but you don't hear it anywhere near the frequency that you used to.
Wisconsin sports fan says breaking news: MLB star Fernando Tatis has COVID. Oh crap! They got a game tonight against the Rockies too, man. And the Rockies have they've been interesting this year. They've been pretty decent.
Fernando Tatis.
The home run rookie is what I want to call. I don't know. He's a good slugger. You know, I mean, he steps up to the plate 9 times out of 10. He's getting a base hit for you.
Hey, Ballard, did you know, Nate, did you know I saw a no-hitter on Sunday?
Which game?
Cubs. Iowa Cubs,
Oh.
four pitchers combined for a combined no-hitter.
Oh,
Struck
wow.
out 15 batters.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cubs do a combined no-hitter.
That's cool, man.
Now they're on the road. They don't come back home for another week. So I've got a week where I'm not shooting anything.
Well, my Tampa Bay Rays.
Which was fine because I had 5. We had a rain out Saturday, so out of 5 or 6 days, nice to take a little bit of a break.
Yeah, man. My Rays are going to be playing here in an hour. They play. They're 19-17 on the year, and they're playing a 18-16 Yankees team. Oh boy, let's keep it rolling. That's all I'll say.
This kid from I think his last name was Shuby.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get it wrong. I'm going to mispronounce it. But he was a lefty middle reliever for Indy.
Mm-hmm.
Saw him pitch Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah, it was Friday night. This kid had a hook.
Yeah. Hook as in like the curveballs, or?
Oh yeah, a big, slow. You could almost read the Constitution of the United States on it as it was coming to the plate.
What'd you say his name was? I know you said you got it wrong, probably.
Shuby, something like that. And this thing got to be about 58 feet away from the plate, and in the last 2 feet dropped 4.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he only pitched. He only pitched. I think he saw 5 batters. I think he pitched an inning and a third or something like that.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable. And one of the iCubs, Alan Cantara, was standing at the edge of the dugout, and he kind of looked over at me and a couple of the guys in the shooting well and said, "Watch this guy's curve, man. This guy got the hell of a bender." and he did, man. And it came in slow, and it just went whoop. It got to the edge of the table and just went straight to the floor.
Yeah.
And these guys in the major leagues, these guys that get the call and get up. When you see these major league pitchers, how you can hit a ball that moves like that? I mean, you got to judge where the ball is going to be. If it's a fastball, hitting a baseball is the hardest thing to do in sports.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. I mean, we saw a game last year that was like 29-9. The Braves over the Marlins, but I mean, you never see a game like that. It's like one of those once every few decades, maybe you get just that one special game, that one, it's crazy. I don't know, man.
Look, when you're the photo well I shoot from is right off the end of the iCubs dugout.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm a little bit further from third base down the left field line. And I'm standing below the level of the ground. So like my ribs are sticky. My ribs are like where the infield is. Okay.
Yeah.
And my head is about where the third base's coach knee would be if you crawled out there. That's you're low to the ground.
Okay.
And you see these guys that throw in the low 90s. Now, I'm not talking about high 90s. I'm talking about just the low 90s. So you're not behind the plate. You're not out in center field. You're watching from left to right. Okay.
Yeah.
The pitcher's on your left, the batter and the catcher are on your right. And the ball leaves his hand and the ball goes towards the plate. Okay.
Okay.
You don't see the ball.
Yeah.
You don't see a ball. You see a smear. If it had a neon light on it, it would look like a shot from Han Solo's blaster in Star Wars.
Heck yeah.
It's a dash. It's not a dot. It's not a dot. It's moving too fast to be a dot. When you see it from the side, you don't see it as a dot. You see it as a dash.
Right.
And these guys these guys that throw in the 90s, how somebody can stand up there holding 32 ounces of lumber and get it through the strike zone, it's just amazing.
It is. I would agree with that. I forgot what I was going to say. I don't know. it had something to do with, like, you were talking about how he throws it and, like, you know, the way in which he throws it. It's not like it's a dot, but, like, you said something about, like, it looked like it'd be from, like, Han Solo's gun or something if he shot it off and you see the bullet traveling.
Right. That's what it looks like. When you see it from ground level, you don't see a dot, you see a dash.
Right.
The ball's moving too fast. Now, if you're looking right at the pitcher or you're behind him, then you do see a dot.
Right. But if you're, like, take the position of, like, the catcher or something, right? I guess you probably see it differently.
No, yeah, the catcher sees a ball coming at him. He sees a round object coming at him, right?
Right.
But from the side, unless it's an off-speed pitch, anything 90 miles an hour or above, your eye can't focus on it from the side. From the side, you just see a dash.
Right. I've been trying to get into you know, all kinds of different sports, trying to update the website and everything, you know, get back to doing YouTube. But I mean, I've even watched stuff like softball, and I notice they pitch completely different. I noticed they do like a circular motion, underhanded, compared to how baseball pitchers, they just throw it, you know, overhand, throw it down, whatever. So I mean, pitching's a little different. It's not a, you know, like a bullet traveling or anything like that. I don't know, just a thought, just kind of popped in my head there, but I don't know. What's up, Michael Hogg? How you doing?
Some of the top pitchers, softball pitchers, are throwing around 70 some odd miles an hour, a little bit higher than that. But they're throwing from 46 feet.
Yeah.
And so then you equate that, you do the math, and you think, okay, as opposed to 60 feet, 6 inches for Major League Baseball. And if a softball pitcher's throwing like 70, 72, it's on you. It's on the batter. It's from the hand of the batter at about the same velocity that a mid-90s fastball is coming in the major leagues. So yes, it's 20 miles an hour is fast, slower, but it's 15 feet closer. So you do the equation, and that's what it turns out to. And I'm telling you right now, there ain't no way in hell, no way in hell you could give me a snow shovel and I could hit one of these top Division I softball pitchers.
Yeah, no, I couldn't
They would throw it right down my throat, and I would just, I would just be 1, 2, 3, sit down, son.
Right. Yeah, I got you. I mean,
these gals just whip it in there and just, yeah.
I could imagine if you were to, you can't hear it, but I wonder if it had like a certain sound to it, you know, when they spin their arm around, they throw it underhanded. They do it so fast too, but I could just hear the ball going like a whip or something.
Yeah.
They just, like you said, they whip it. It's like hold on, let me try this real quick, see if I get this right. Because, like I said, I mean, I'm trying to follow up on any sport possible because you never know where you're going to be in sportscasting. But don't they pitch like this? Don't they take it and they go, dresser's in the way, but they go like that and they just throw it underhanded like they're, like when you bowl and you bring your arm back and then you let it go. And it's kind of like that, but they do like a circular motion with their hand.
Yeah, it's a windmill.
Before they let it go. Yeah. And it's really cool to watch, actually.
Oh, yeah, I love watching softball when it's played at a high level.
Mm-hmm. Bama has a pretty good softball team. I'm trying to think of what there's a certain pitcher that I've been seeing quite a bit of news on. I'm trying to think of her name, Montana Fouts or whatever. She can really.
Oh yeah, there's several teams in the SEC are very good.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got your UCLA's and your Arizonas, your Texas. I mean, there's Oklahoma. Oklahoma is the queens. They are they're almost unbeatable.
Yeah.
I don't shoot Iowa State softball. They got a gal that does that, but I could get a pass and go to a game if I wanted to, and I should do that sometime when Oklahoma comes up here to watch them play because they're supposed to be just very, very good.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
All right, I gotta bow out of here.
Yeah, I was just fixing to try to end the stream anyway because I don't know. Probably just spend some time with the family, figure out what the heck's going on with dinner, and what's Tuesday? Guess Lou is live, and I think I see where Chess Hall is probably going to go live later too. So y'all go check them out. And Jeff, thanks for coming on, man.
All right, hey, we'll see you. Good to have you back, Ballard.
Roll Tide. Have a good one. Nate, I'm going to try to end the stream here, man. Thanks for coming on. And if you got anything else to say, feel free to. You there, Nate? All right, we're just going to do that. Thanks, everyone, for showing up today. Hey, man, it's great to be back. I had a great time in Florida with my family this past week. And I'm happy to be back with my grandparents in Alabama. I'm happy to get back to doing some streams and stuff. Thanks, Jeff and Nate, for coming on. We had earlier Sippy's Sports Show. Go check him out. Covers Southern Miss athletics. So it's really cool. Anyway, I love each and every one of you guys. I'm going to catch you guys later. Melissa May showed up. Fireball, Mason Dixon, Pizza Woman. I saw Michael Hogg in here. All of you guys, I love each and every one of you. Keep your head up. Remember that Jesus loves you. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe right here to Ballard Sports Media for more sports content. And until next time, Ballard Sports Media is checking out. Y'all have a good day. God bless. Roll Tide. Love y'all. And I'll say this. Go Bucks! Raise up and fire them cannons. Woo! Have a good one. Love you guys. Roll Tide, roll.
Nuts and honey.
Okay.
Roll down Tide.